Hello and welcome back to New Year, New Game. This is where I attempt to play 365 games from my Steam library that I have never played before. This is game 351, Soulstice. Soulstice looked like a very interesting game. I recently purchased a bundle on Humble Bundle that was RPGs and JRPGs and things like that. Solstice was in that bundle. And so I was like, oh, okay, cool. I like RPGs, I like JRPGs. Maybe this game will be really neat. You go to the Steam store page, you look up Soulstice, you don't understand how this game has not been advertised to anyone else before. It's an indie game, for sure, but it looks absolutely amazing. The main character has a sword. It's like a big old buster sword. Looks like either Cloud or like Guts sword. And it's got kind of a almost Souls-like looking world to it. Very evil, demonic looking. And I even think this is going to be kind of a bit of a Souls-like type game. Just read the description that they have here in the Steam store page. Explore a dark world brimming with hidden mysteries. Master a diverse combat system and inhabit the dual forces of two sisters in a coming-of-age dark fantasy story with fast-paced action, vicious enemies, and spectacular boss fights. So right there, that ending tells me this is probably going to be like a Souls-like game. It has a story to tell in it. This two sisters combat style coming of age story might seem a little odd, or might come across as odd. Usually those coming of age stories are a little So who knows? Could be lovely. Could be very well done. The graphics on it look beautiful, by the way, too. It's an absolutely amazing looking game for an indie game, which I don't even know why I say that. We played some amazing indie games on here that looked fantastic, so I shouldn't really be surprised by that. Anyways, the tags on Solstice are hack and slash, spectacle fighter, and action adventure, which all seem like wonderful tags. Hack and slash, I love me some hack and slash. Anyways, without further ado, let's get in the game. I'll be doing this through mouse and keyboard. That all looks very great. Analytics, enable or disable sharing gameplay. That's fine. You can take my analytics. New game. Select difficult. Initiate play Solstice facing a reasonable challenge. Human. Focus on the story and enjoy a mild combat experience. Knight. Face. Is it arduous battles that will put your skill to the test? You're lucky I don't know what arduous means. Could I look it up? Do I have the means? Absolutely. Will I? No. Isn't that something? We have at our fingertips the ability to go and look at everything. Oh, now you're telling me these. I couldn't use my controller before. You wouldn't let me. And now you're showing me this as the, Will you read my controller? No? Mouse and keyboard it is then.
In the beginning, the world was subjugated by chaos.
Getting discriminated against because I'm using a PlayStation controller.
The keepers came to be torchbearer, shaper, and judge. The three fought the spawn of chaos, and ultimately, they prevailed. Chaos could be banished, but it could not be destroyed. So the keepers weaved a veil with their own essence and stood guard. The world was now safe, but it was also empty and meaningless.
Brings us to present day.
Thus, the keepers reached beyond the veil. They seized the power of chaos itself. They gave it shape and purpose. They created life, and man was their most perfect creation.
Ah, shucks, I like the compliment.
But all life would eventually hear the call from beyond the veil. Thus it happened that, alongside life, death also came to the world. The great cycle was set in motion. Yet chaos hungered for more, and sought to undo the Keeper's creation.
What kind of coming-of-age story is this?
The storm of chaos struck, wounding the Keepers and tearing the veil. Endless droves of horrors trespassed into the world. And so came the Soulstice of Souls. Hurt and weak, the Keepers charged man with defending the world. They inspired man to fight fire with fire, ferocity with ferocity.
That's how we got nukes.
Driven by the infinite wisdom of the Keepers, man turned the very
light.
power of chaos against it. Through sacrifice and resolve, a breed of sacred warriors was created. 3 were wounds in the essence of the Keepers. 3 the mighty battles fought and won by the champions of man. 3 the sacred cities that were built in those hallowed places. Eventually, the Soulstice of Souls was put to an end. The 3 cities still stand to this day for the glory of the Keepers, while the
Triforce.
memory of the sacred warriors has been lost to time. But while the mortal body must perish, that which is immortal is bound to be reborn.
So it's just gonna be the same 3 people coming back every time, huh?
We're inside at last.
Don't be too enthusiastic. Someone here is more than eager to welcome us.
So,
It began
some
here.
people.
What could unleash such immense power?
If we survive, we might find some answers. Now
Yeah,
let's
usually
focus on
tutorials tell you
destroying
what buttons to
these
press.
things.
Use this thing. The blue light is me doing that. This little soul thing that's following me around. Oh yeah. Just crumpled into pieces. Oh, I don't know how I did that. Cool though.
Quick enough to victim. Be careful.
Okay, what's that thing?
I actually think that we may turn the situation to our advantage. You'll find out shortly. Prepare yourself.
unscathed over here. Just transform this up. Oh, that was fast.
Can you feel it now?
Mr. Krabs.
Then let's make the most of this time. Now get rid of these other wretches. When it returns, it shall have our undivided
Yeah, just got back up. Dodge it? I think we dodged it. Oh, didn't dodge it that time.
Are you alright?
Don't worry. I can handle this and more.
It just won't give up.
I'd be disappointed if it did. Now it's our turn.
That's so. It's a pretty awesome opening. Did it explain any of the mechanics while we were playing it? Absolutely not. Did it need to? Not really. It gives me this. I can't use a controller. You won't let me. I want to. I want to use a controller. I think what I have to do is I have to tap away and make it seem like I got an Xbox controller plugged in. Buy a damn thing. They're the same controller. Different positions for an analog stick. It's all the same amount of buttons.
I can hear their cries. All the lost souls.
Bit of capsize from there. Watch out.
The Order said a small tear. Not that the world's veil ripped apart. Look, there, above the cathedral.
Ilden. One of the three capitals. The seat of the torchbearer.
Once the light of the kingdom. Now it burns.
I can't do this. It's too much. I can't even fathom why the Order sent us here with the other chimeras. I'm not ready. We are not ready.
To them, we are just Briar and Loot. The outcasts. I say this is our chance to prove ourselves. We can't waste it. Anyway, we're late. Can you sense the others?
The echo of the dead is just too strong. It dulls my senses.
Loot, you need to focus.
Forgive me.
No,
I will
just
do
their name.
better.
Alright.
Whatever ripped open the veil must be powerful.
I forget what they said the name of the other character
Let's
was.
look for our observer.
He should be able to tell us more what transpired here.
Then we best find him quickly.
Just drop the ore. Just don't need that boat anymore. It's a one-way trip. Alright, I'm gonna tab real quick and we're gonna go back and I'm gonna see if I can't convince my computer, whatever I need to convince, Then I'm using a 360 controller. This controller's good enough. Alright, let's see if that worked at all. It did. Sometimes it messes it up too. Because then it gives like 2 button inputs. It's like, oh, you're using 2 controllers at once.
The touch of chaos always leaves traces. Taking the weakest first, turning them on the strong. It is needlessly cruel.
I know all too well how chaos corrupts and kills.
Crimson tear residue. Red chaotic residue from the tear in the shape of dust. Shards of crystals. It enhances the capabilities of an Ashen Knight. Collect and spend them to increase Briar's abilities. So Briar is our main character.
I'm sorry, sister. I didn't mean...
We have more important tasks than warning those we can't save.
We were saved. Do not forget.
What is this? Someone stabbed a horse? Monsters. Come think of it, that's right.
These docks spread for miles along the bay.
I want to see if I can get this thing.
They once teemed with life, and now
It's like this city has been dead for years.
Like that looks like something.
Yielding is no more loot.
Jump on.
We better get used to the idea.
Little parkour thing. I am surprised I have not heard about this game before. It looks amazing. There's something that's going to happen in the game. I'm like, oh, that's why no one talks about it. It's going to say something. It's just going to set everybody off. They're just like, we're no longer going to be supporting this game due to claims made within the game.
if only we managed to reunite with the other Chimera.
Then
Alright, all these boxes
we
to
must
break. It's
rely
really
on our own
crazy.
strength.
It's a purple sphere over there. What's this? Ashes of a fallen Chimera. In their darkest hour, a Chimera can find inspiration in this memento of those who came before. If you have been defeated, use this item to get back into the fray. Fray. Flay. Fray. So, where do I go? That seems like it was a bit of a dead end. Maybe it's over here, man. Jump. Yeah.
We are not alone.
It's a butcher. Hey, buddy, have you happened to see it?
These broke. They were just people once before they became corrupted.
Call this the judge's mercy then.
Extra hard attacks. Tutorial. Counter type slow. Loot is able to defend Briar from most enemy attacks. When you see the target, press B to react to the incoming blow. Most basic counter that loot can perform is a slow counter. This action briefly freezes time around the enemy, allowing Briar to move away and avoid the attack. Over the course of her journey, loot will become able to slow down stronger enemies as well. Timing is crucial. Your reflexes influence the outcome of loot's defensive actions. If your reaction is too slow, you'll miss counter opportunities and Briar will be exposed to the attack. If your reaction is quick enough, you will perform a perfect counter. Be careful not to press B when no enemy is attacking you, or loot will be distracted when you need her the most. Okay.
There's more.
I'm ready, sister.
I'm just Who's next?
Into let's meet. Diamond everything. We found it, a game I'm good at. It only took 351 games, but we finally found the one. Let's keep going, keep on moving. Hey, you're a thing that I'm gonna attack. Oh, that died pretty easy. That might have been something I didn't need to attack. Ashen forces. Rotate camera. Battles in open spaces can be quite crowded. When this symbol is visible in the bottom right corner of the screen, you can use the right stick to rotate the camera and get a clear view of what is going on around you. You can decide to focus and locate the camera or lock the camera on a specific enemy by pressing the right stick. To change target, to move right stick. To lock off, press right stick again. Thank you, tutorial.
We're not backing down.
Counter-type barrier. Most melee attacks can be countered by a barrier. A barrier counter blocks one close-range attack from a low-class enemy right before a barrier is hit. Over the course of her journey, Loot will become able to block attacks from stronger enemies as well. Fascinating.
I will protect you, sister.
You want more? I've got more.
That lean. Diamond again. We're doing lovely. Just doing so great. Passing this tutorial with flying colors. Oh, let's move on. Hey, what's going on? You.
They're drawn to us like moths to a flame.
They can't resist the lure of life. Even though it comes from us.
Do anything? No, do I get anything from you? I do. So I guess killing them is not a terrible idea because they do drop things. Hello, creature. Goodbye, creature. Oh, no, it's right here. Well then. I'm supposed to go from there. Maybe we gotta break into the ship. Jump to the top. Jump to the top. That's what it was. Alright. Now they expected everyone to figure that one out. Beyond me, I wonder how many people get stuck in there.
I can't say. It's bound to begin somewhere, sometime.
Why not today? Today seems like a good way to end the world. We're too late. They're all dead.
What was that?
I felt the tear itself. It's growing.
The observer. The sooner we get to him, the better.
Gotta take a long old way around. Through all this fire effects. Slice. It's a pretty good throw, man. That distance? Wow. Counter type deflection. Most range attacks can be countered with a deflection counter. A deflection counter diverts projectiles thrown by a low-class enemy before Briar is hit. Over the course of her journey, Luke will be able to learn how to divert range attacks from stronger enemies as well. Alright.
I'm not done yet.
Nice. Got a diamond. Still doing amazing. Still just killing this tutorial. We got a new codex entry for pikemen.
That's how. I can't stand it.
It must be him.
Yeah, it must be. Till the next cutscene. Cool mask.
While all life must perish, that which is immortal is bound to be reborn.
Vex.
But the Shaper had no hand in your creation. Did he, sweet sisters?
This guy's creepy.
You're our observer?
I am Leighton. I am here to assist you.
How exactly? An observer's talents won't be of much help in this fight.
Oh, I fight for the Order of the Ashen Blade in my own way. My presence here is proof enough of my worth. You, on the other hand,
Man, this guy get
are
teleported here. We
said
had
to
to
be
take a canoe.
unstable, unruly, and unwilling to follow orders.
Our fame precedes us.
Why do you taunt us?
Your shade is speaking. And to me, how quaint.
does that.
Somehow, your authority as an observer is not enough to silence her. What happened here?
A tear opened, clearly. Its cause is unknown,
It causes a no.
but it's the largest yet seen, and I do believe getting larger still.
I doubt the Order will be able to hide this one from the masses.
And once it was open,
Many were corrupted, others were possessed.
Fun times.
They saw to the rest.
The Order did not foresee it this time.
That is why you were called. You and your 2 comrades.
Who are already dead.
3 chimeras. At least the Ashen Blade is sparing no effort now.
Well, 2 chimeras. And you.
Right.
So caustic. Where are the others?
Strangely, those 2 did not wish to wait for you. You should hurry. Find them and help them.
Because they need it. Boom.
If you can.
Yeah, they could be good.
Don't scowl at me. I can offer powerful assistance.
Wow.
If you do well.
The way they pronounce words.
Then let us pray you remain safe.
Indeed. May the torchbearer light your way.
Torchbearer.
may the judge show you mercy.
And may the Shaper grant you fortune in this life. If that's what you can call it. The freight elevators will take you where you need to go.
Good.
Perhaps you will prove us all wrong.
Yeah, it's gonna throw up a hairball.
I will be watching.
Late shop. You can buy things from with the barrel currency that we got. In the screen, you can buy useful items. Hold X to acquire an emerald tear shard. We acquired one. Green chaotic residue from the tear in the shape of a shard. Upon use, it restores a fair part of an Ashen Knight's health. Press RB to access the skill page. Press A to select rare. Here you can acquire new combos and skills for each unlocked weapon. Press A to view upgrades available with Ashen. Hold X to acquire Ferocious Assault. That's Y, pause, and then more Ys. Neat. Then there's this thing. What's that? Whatever it is. It's expensive. Why I can be doing this? Knocking them in the air? Oh boy. Efficiencies. All that's locked. Loot is still locked. Shop. Can't really do much anything else here. Could acquire more of these. And I probably should. Can hold up to max of 5, so that's what we'll do. We can talk to him. Oh my goodness, there is quite a lot of things we can talk about. Definitely.
May the
Farewell.
Shaper guide your hand.
Yeah, that guy, the Shaper. Can I save from this point, or... All unsaved progress. This is an auto-save thing. Which is what we saw down in the lower left corner after I get done talking to him. So I'm going to assume it's saved there. But I think this is a good place to stop. Yeah, 34 minutes. I'm not going to go through the whole tutorial. I'm sure there's more to learn. We had some things that were locked. You can get different weapons and stuff like that. But I like it. I like the combat. It reminds me of Devil May Cry and less of a Souls-like game. You have things where you can like counter, or even like the fast combat for the Batman Arkham games. There's a lot, I think, moves quicker than the Batman Arkham games. But having to kind of, watch out for that, the B symbol to pop up to be able to deflect attacks and things like that. And then the being able to do air combos, moving around. It's really nice. It's really well put together of a game, too. I liked it. I'm going to give it a big thumbs up. I like the whole theme and setting that they have it in. Also, the story is interesting, and I would love to try and play it some more, figure out what the hell's going on, because I didn't figure that out in this 35 minutes of recording. But yeah, big thumbs up. Definitely add it to the 2024 folder. Anyways, that is going to do it for me. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next game. Goodbye.